Yo, what's up, Taylor? Just started 8 waves and thought maybe something may come up. Yeah, I was actually gonna jump on, and then I was like, you know what? It's quite late at night. Might actually hit up the shower first. A little bit delayed, but I gotta pick up my daughter later on anyway. She's at a party. Bit of a late stream tonight, but I'm hoping that in this bit of this late window that we get another Marshmellow bracket. Hopefully it's just crazy people awake at this time. Crazy people with Marshmellow towers, but we'll see. Had a pretty good run earlier. This one almost cracked 800 T an hour. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Robin. Yo, early for me. Yeah, I know. It's way too early in the morning for a lot of people. Alright, let's surrender. Claim. So, I think this is like a bit of a rough one. Enemy speed with fast ultimate is a bit rough. Tank ult. Basic ult. I'm hoping that the tank ult can fend off some bosses for some time. Hopefully get a few more shots off on them. Let's see how far away labs are. So, I think this is last level, eh? Let's have a look. Level 7. Oh, labbing level 8. Okay. Must be one more level after that. What else is about to renew? This is about to renew. So I may have to leave some change. Leave some change for the labs. It's all good though. It is all good. Restore. Robin says it's perfect for me. Taylor says it's 3 AM in the morning. Bro, you're crazy, bro. You're crazy. Disco Fever, what's good? Good luck in the 20 run. Good luck to you too, man. I'm going to run mine soon. Hopefully get a good bracket. Yeah, man. Good luck on your bracket. Go give him hell. Robin says 9 in the morning here. Whereabouts are you, Robin? Envy, what's up? Let's equip this in the assist slot. Look how expensive these levels are now. Where is it? 7,300. Wow. You haven't joined the bracket yet, right? I'll snipe yours. I've been so unlucky. Yeah, man, join in. We'll look at the time. 6. So we're saying like 5 minutes. 5 minutes if you're ready. Let me know in the chat if you're not ready in 5 minutes. Ready anytime, sweet. So at about 10 past, I'll jump in this side, and then when we hit When we hit 11, we'll jump in. Graham, what's up? What is up? My modules are almost 11,000 an upgrade. Bro, what level are they? Yep, at 11. Oh, 11 minutes or whatever. So in about another 3 minutes. I just got intro sprint so I can finally run more than once. Only level 2 though, bro. That's... Intro sprint for Tawny is so chill. It's such a good what would you call it, tool to have. Level 221. What is 241? Damn, I can't believe people got modules at level 241, or even having 2 modules at over 201 is like, it's mind-boggling to me. Let me know if the music's too loud. My 224 one is 11,200. So the only way I can think of that we can get extra shards is fetch and this is a slot. Where is it? Substat efficiency, just for a higher chance of package chance. Outside of that, damn, it is a long game, eh? Like, you can tell why, like, people tell everybody, like, damn, focus on like those modules and all that. Oh, my computer, my phone time is different to my computer time. Alright, I'm just gonna go off my phone time. Mine says 9 past at the moment. Now, if we follow the streaks that we have been having, our first run, we seem to, like, expend all our RNG in the first run. So, hopefully we get good RNG. And I'm just hoping that the fasts don't make us get chipped. Hoping the fasts don't make us get chipped. Tier 20 farming. What the hell? My package chance is 96%. Bro. I don't know if I would. If you get in my bracket, hopefully you don't bring any of your mates that are at the same level. Alright, it says 10 past on my phone at the moment. I think I'm pretty set. How's everybody's day today? Tier 20, you get a lot more fleets, equals more module shards. Reroll shards or module shards? Alright. We must be getting close. As soon as it hits 11, I'm going to jump in. And got to remember there's delay between stream. I could turn the bit up, make it stream faster, but I don't want to do it just in case. In. Module shards and reroll. I don't know you get module shards from fleets. Bro, it's crazy. Why did I not know this? How did I not know this? Nice, nice. We're in, we're in. Fleets are 80% rerolls and 20% shards. No, bro, no way, bro. Is that true? Are you guys trolling? No way that's true. How did I not know this? Where's this information been all my life? Where's this information been all my life? It's true. Are you tricking me? Bro, I don't think I've ever seen Like, how do we see that? How do we find that? Does it pop up on screen? Like, you know how it goes like, it'll say something like over here, or say like re-roll or whatever. Does it say shards as well? Is it just raw shards, so no modules to shatter? I feel like you're tricking me. It pops up. Go to settings and turn on the fleet info and you can see it. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my toggle. Okay, what am I highlighting? Or are you talking about the info page? Where's that? Encyclopedia? Enemies? Enemy? Oh, the skull box. Go to settings and turn on the fleet info. Wait, okay, no, you did mean toggles, eh? Okay, I got fleets. And what else am I putting on the fleet? Fleet. I'll turn the boss off. I don't need to look at that anymore. Just reroll? Coins. Where it says rerolls, it'll say which type of module shard you get. Okay. So I need to be keeping my eye on that when I'm farming. Bro, I never knew that. Damn. So all these people in these higher tiers are just getting spammed with shards. We can live long together. Guardian's doing about 4%. Wow, on that one. The cooldown's too high. I think I got the targets right. I've got it at 5 targets. I've been farming tier 20 for a long time now. Right, that's like, honestly, for an account like mine, like when I do every now and then I'll do like a little young milestone, but not even so much like milestone, just kind of like background noise. It's staggering to me to think that people are farming that. If I can snag a screenshot, I'll send to you. Hey, what is going on? Get this out of the way. Fast, so you're gonna get like 400 trillion waves, eh? Greeny definitely has it in his videos too, by the way. Bro, I never knew that. Or maybe like I've seen it popped up on screen and I've always thought that it was fetch collecting it. Because I think I've got my fetch highlighted. Yeah, the Guardian. Maybe I've just like always thought it was fetch pulling those. But then again, I'm only farming tier 15, so you're basically never seen fleets. Like, well, you know, relative to what you'd see in those higher tiers. Oh, struggling to keep the landmines up. What is going on? No, this is the hardest battle conditions I can get. I've done 2800. But this I can't do more than 2200. When do the first fleet spawn? It's like 8 or 900, eh? Please don't drop a lot of shards. I think tier 13 Oh, it's 13 on tier 20. But its fleet's non-stop. 13's still quite a bit though, eh? Like a common module will give you, you crush it, and how much do you get? 3 or 5 or something like that? Common R10 with Shadow Shard 5. Really? Shit, I thought they were only like 3 or 5 or something. These blade tanks are swallowing up all my landmines. Ha! Block the boss. Five waves. I killed almost 200. Whoa. So at wave 5500, it's about 200 fleets you're killing. And 5500, what's that? That's about 4.5, close to 5 hours, is it? 5 hour runs. The Tower Gamer says hi. Hello, back to you, big guy. Oh, look at all those tanks. Look, the tanks are holding back all those fasts. Holy moly. What is going on? Bro, it'd be clutch if we killed this. We got it. Sorry, I've got it on 1.5 speed. Oh, bro, we're struggling to hold them back. We're struggling to hold them back. Come on, get the boss. Get him. Just. Alright, so what's that? 59 in health. Boom, Death Defy. Let's go. That's what we need. 1S with no demon mode. I don't have a spot for him to sprint mastery yet. I'm getting the third vault card slot. Third vault card slot. How many card slots are you running? Have you unlocked all the other ones with gems? Because that would be, what, 25 slots? 25 slots? 4 hours and 28 minutes a run for 5,500 waves. So every 4.5 hours you're killing 200 fleets. That's crazy. That's crazy. First run, Big Dog, XL Daily. Yeah, it is a little bit late. I know it's past our bedtime. These battle conditions are rough. Yeah, bro, I'm buzzing out on these. The only good thing is when you get like that, that's a perfect example of great RNG. Where the tank just holds the boss back. You guys saw it earlier, it was like all the tanks held back all the fasts. But I can't believe we're going to sprint to 700. We're not allowed to sprint to 700, are we? The Marshmellow Warlord can't sprint to 700. Look at that. We're getting some good RNG. No signs of getting chipped yet. So we're keeping the fastback. Ah, look at the boss. Take that. Oh, wait, can the boss push a tank into you? Maybe I shouldn't be cheering for that so much. Oh, we're still on, that's why, we're still on, what do you call it? Viking Funeral, courtesy of Mr. Daily. Thank you, lad. Bro, not gonna lie, bro, it's been carrying me in heaps of my farm runs, like, right at the tail end. Could squeeze out, like, an extra few hundred waves if I get some good RNG. Courtesy of Mr. Daily. Bro, they just robbed my shields, you son of a bitch. Okay, this is probably wings. Right, Death-defy. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna try and be greedy. We'll see how greedy it can be. Yep, and I'll cancel it now. Let's just send it. What I like to do is after this point, because everything goes a bit haywire, like now, see how it's all going stupid, is once I get to a certain point in my demon mode, I slow it back down so the game can catch up. Because look at it, it's at 24 frames. What the hell? Just do this for a bit of speed, and then I catch it back up. Look how stupid that is. What the hell's going on? Oh, okay, let's slow it down. Come on, tower. Figure yourself out. It'll come right. I have faith. Hopefully. Otherwise, we're just gonna roll straight to nuke. We got no energy shield, so we'll literally have to go nuke. Look at this crap. We'll literally have to go like... We'll need a Death-defy or a double Death-defy to come out of this one. That is wild. I'll catch up on chat once, I don't want to miss the timing. Look at those fasts, bro. I can't even keep them off me. Look at that. What is that? There's like that many fasts that I'm not spawning any landmines. What the hell? That's crazy. Alright, we're at 100S. Little S. I'll nuke just before demon mode finishes to clear it out. Boom. Next run I'm going to try a bit more range. The Death Defy. Oh yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. What's that? Almost 6.4 big S. 9 NQ damage. What about the luck on that Death Defy? Still might not be enough. We only got 2. Taylor says I've got 23 slots now, so that's 23 with 3 of the Vault ones, or 2 of the Vault ones. Hopefully we get this energy shield up and we can hit another Viking. Wouldn't that be clutch? Robin says I killed 600 fleets in the 4 hours. Whoa. Oh, because the intro sprint. Yep, sorry. Intro sprints. You don't get anything in the intro sprint, eh? You need some battle condition reduction lab. I know, I've only got it at, what, 8%? 8%, I think? I think there's a whole lot of things that I need. Deathify down this tourney. Where's the flame? Deathify down by 22%. Oh. Well, we squeezed out a few more waves there. I just finished battle condition reduction 6, working on 7. Can't afford to go past 7. I can't I think it's somewhere like maybe 11 or 12. It starts getting in the pricey range. But I think up until that point it's pretty similar to like the cost of masteries. Not used to how long tank ults stay altered at 1x speed. Yeah, 1x speed's a bit slower. It's not worth to go hard on the battle reduction lab. Probably finish when you're at 10 big Q. Oh. So in 2037. I plan to finish that at 2 big Q prior to the enemy level skip changes. Battle condition reduction 7 was 58Q. Is it? It's not that expensive, is it? Mine's at level 8. Or is mine not even at level 8? Hold on, we'll check after this 20. Isn't there 20 levels in it? Or is there only 10 levels? Oh, maybe I'm thinking percent and not levels, sorry. So I know mine's at 8%. I can't believe we're still alive and haven't been chipped by something. Like a fast hasn't pulled in a ranged or something. Oh, it's only 10 levels. Yeah, I'm thinking percent, sorry. Sorry, I got it all mixed up. To finish, it's about 1 big Q from memory. Holy moly. Come on, little tower, hang in there. The almighty wall of ultimate tanks. That Ray in the background's probably going to chip us. Boom. There it is. That's all she wrote. So, You guys know the drill. If you see someone that you know, give them a shout out. Hey, Envy got in too. You got in there, big guy. Thirstix. Mog. Big C. Gizmo. Dingo Dongo Dumbo. Dingo Dongo Dumbo. And there we go. And there's the bracket. Let's see how many campers we got down here. Uncle Henry. Snoop. Alright, so probably just one camper. The rest, maybe not so much. So, one big dog's camping down the bottom. What I am going to do is I'm going to try... what are we talking? Battle condition. Yeah, I was thinking about percent. So it is 10 levels. I'm going to try a little bit more range. I'll try 22. And then we get to do it all again. Claim, free run. Let's go. Robin says, I forgot to spend 216Q from my last tourney. Oh, the presets. Bro, that must be so handy to just, every time you do a tourney, just go to your preset tab, have a little look-see, see how much coin you got floating around, juggle it around according to the battle condition, or even just to like further progress a certain stat, and then just rinse and repeat. I can't wait to get those. I could probably do level 8 if I saved up for a week and spent nothing. Yes, myself, number 1, Robin says. Robin, why have you got a different name? I actually got the Marshmellow bracket for once. Let's go, Taylor. Let's go. It's all, bro, I tell you what, bro. It's all about staying awake at a crazy time. Crazy for you guys, but normal time. Especially daily. Daily's up all bloody night. Splinters plays the tower. There's not a Splinters in there, is there? Is there really a Splinters? There's no Splinters. There's so much stuff to change up after the tourney, damage, slider. I can imagine that heaps of that stuff, you'll do like 1 or 2 runs and you'll be like, oh damn it, I forgot to take this off, or I forgot to change this and that. Because YouTube won't let me change. Can't you change your names on YouTube? Is it just like a forever account? So, where do you think... Well, I mean, I suppose it's hard to tell. Like, relative to this Joker. Is it this Joker? Or is it this Joker? Snoopy. Tier 21, 157. A damn. Definitely gonna be rank 1. Look at this little piggy. 2026. That's your bracket. That's your bracket. What is first prize? 425 stones. That's bloody good tucker, lads. 25 keys. That's bloody good tucker. I always forget to turn off Poison Swamp Stun, and it tanks me. Yeah, I heard that's a bit of a thing for you big dogs. I tell you what has been really good, and I mentioned it like other times, is being able to pull modules now that all the card slots are done. Honestly, so good. You know, even though I haven't been getting anything good, it's just good going back to that standard system to try to progress modules. Took a big hiatus there for ages. Wish for one big preset that changes everything. I've seen a few people request that. You know, that you can swap in between some sort of tourney setting and farming setting, just to speed it up. Like, after playing the game for so long, quality of life is just such a big thing. Robin says, I've won every single tourney of 2026 until the last two tourneys. That's pretty good going. When did they change the, we could probably have a look at it. They changed the... Here? Okay, so in December? Before Christmas. So after the changes, you're still smashing out all the first places. Did you buy the 10k slot? Yep. As painful as it was, I shit in my hands and clapped. And picked up that last slot. So I think I'm at 23. Yep, 23. That's with purchase from the vault. And I'm not gonna pick up anything else until I get all the way to auto restart. Just gonna go all the way there, all the way full send. Got to get that restart, just so I don't have to change up any overnight runs and just get that quality of life. Damn, been playing the game for August the 10th. A year and a half of making sure that it's always starting. And you know, there'd be a few days in there where I've missed the mark or slept in or just forgot because of life. So just having that auto restart is going to be such a blessing. Quality of life is what keeps us playing. That's it. Don't have the mental health to watch the tower go brr. But I tell you what, like, on that, I don't have the mental health to watch the tower go brr for an hour straight anymore. Honestly, I find myself on more than one occasion staring at it, getting lost in my thoughts. You know, like, just life stresses, work stresses, that sort of stuff, and I'm just so deep in my thoughts, getting hypnotized by the screen. Straight up. I'll blink and I'll be like, oh, how long was I staring at that for? Robin says, I just got module shards and 1 second late to take the screenshot. 2026 has been a nightmare for me in tourneys. I've been getting 14th to 15th every time because of bad brackets. In 2025 is getting 6 to 8 keys every time. I'm happy though, 3 keys away from auto restart. Everybody give it up for Taylor. 3 keys away from auto restart. That's awesome. I think I'm still quite a bit. I think I'm like, I want to say 40 keys away. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Robin's about to hit his 4th birthday. 1st of March, bro. That's awesome. That's awesome. So 4th birthday. So you've seen so many versions of the game. What was the version the game was on when you started 4 years ago? Because that's very close to when the game was created, eh? It was about, what, 5 years ago, maybe? Robin says I still stare for hours. But I can't help it, eh? Just like I'm looking at changing careers and stuff like that. And it's like I get lost in my thoughts. Yeah, Taylor says you're so close too. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm so close and I'm so excited. And I'm just happy to get, if I get 2 keys in any tourney, I'm absolutely stoked. Because I never thought I'd ever get keys in my life. Honestly. I was like, what the hell is this game? I thought after they made changes to the enemy level skip and that kind of, and the tier for legends and that, I honestly thought I was going back to champs. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get demoted back to champs. They've changed it just when I was on a streak of staying in legends. They've gone and switched it up on me. Oh, I don't know if we have to go. We'll go 1.5. Sorry about that, guys. One X is a bit slow. Stonks says, I feel that, to be honest. I've been getting worst bracket of my lifetime from the start. Like 8th for 1200 waves. Second last tourney and 3rd feels good. I got a bug that gave me 4th, 5th, and 6th birthday relics. Bro, 6th birthday relic. What do you get for that relic? What's the buff for that? Alright, hold on a second. I've been summoned to Discord. Here we go. This is what we were talking about earlier. Can you see it there? Hey! Hey! See it there? The reroll shards. 12 shards. For killing a fleet. And what was that? Did you say? Tier 20? Tier 20 what? Tier 21 or so? The dedication of the breather. The dedication of the breather to get us that screenshot. So how often are they spawning? Are they spawning like every 10 or 20 waves or something crazy? Alright, I can't remember what we got last run. It was somewhere in the 700. Might be like mid 700s. It's fleets from any tier. This is from a tourney run, but in tier 20 they spawn like crazy. What's the most annoying thing in tier 20? Is it just fleets that are the annoying thing? Like, I suppose you have, like, a kind of, what do we call it? We'll call it, like, the Batman, like what I imagine. This is what I imagine, guys. Here he goes. I imagine that if you are equipped to farm tier 20, then your tower has the equivalent of Batman's utility belt. Like, you got the smoke grenade, you got the one that freezes, you got the thing that does the grapple, you've got the little bat darts that shoot out stuns and all sorts of stuff. That's what I imagine. It's so hard. Like, you have to, like, I know that everybody's been where I am at some point, like everybody that's up in those higher tiers, but you have to imagine how, like, crazy it is for someone like myself to think about what that even looks like. Whoa, just robbing me, these little pricks. What the hell? Look at that, stole all my shit. I don't think we're going to beat our other score. Oh, hope I wasn't too greedy there. Oh no. Oh no. Got his landmines back just in time. See how greedy he can be. Oh! I got chipped. How the hell did I get chipped? Beb says, my knee gears are malfunctioning. I need a new set of knee gears. I miss my functioning knee gears. Tier 21 farm gave me 3 million reroll shards overnight. Fast salt is the only killing factor. Yeah, I heard that fast salts are a bit of a pain. They're not as yoked as these battle condition ones though, eh? They're like a tuned down version? Or are they just as stupid as this, what we're watching at the moment? Like, look how stupid this is. Amp Strike at Mythic is barely effective, and effect falls off next to the boss. Oh, do we have to do the old nuke thing again? What's this? Participate in a tourney. Look at that. Look how stupid this is. Oh, look at it. Get off me. This is when you need a really good spotlight. Like, conditions like this where it's like not necessarily the bosses are the pain. Look how stupid this is. We're basically going to get the same waves that we did before. Look at that, going to steal all my landmines. Little pricks. Come on, at least get the boss. Yeah, we got the boss out of the way. Oh, I should have nuked it a second earlier. I would have died anyway. Alright. So, it's basically the same waves. What did we get before? 769. I don't know if I've got anything else up my sleeve, gentlemen. What I am going to try is Pulsar. Just because. They're very stupid at tier 20, but not in the same way. It's scaled up. You're getting hit every time from its scatters or bosses. So as the fast ultimate in tier 20, basically throwing those little scatter babies at you or something. Test says, Clouded, you need a little poison swamp investment. I know. I need a whole lot of things. That won't be the next thing that I go for though. The next thing I'm going to go for after I tidy up my GT is Spotlight. Fully sort out Spotlight, bonus, angle, quant, Spotlight plus, all of that sort of stuff. And then I'll go back to, what are we going to go back to? CC? Either CC or Masteries. Yeah. So either CF Plus or Masteries is what we're going to go for next. After that, that's going to take some time doing Spotlight. Like, that's thousands of stones right there. So, I don't know. We'll be spending like a couple months on that. Couple months. I'm at 2,040 ways. I still haven't lost my wall or used demon mode. I use Pulsar. Junior Wong says, XL Daily's in my bracket. Let's go, boys. Let's go. How'd you go today? Oh, bro, we went a hell of a lot better than what I thought. I thought I was going to be in the 600s. 700s. So, assuming that this guy isn't moving, we could probably try to tackle him to... Like, if we get some good luck, we might pick up those extra 20 waves. And then that... There's still another Joker down here that needs to run. This guy, I think. This guy shouldn't be a problem. This guy, you never know, may be a problem. Depends how it's set up. Same thing with this guy. You never really know. Because let's look at the guys around me. This guy's 20 waves ahead of me. His PB is 100 waves higher. Relics are about the same. Is this guy? I never really know by looking at them. Like, this guy here, if I read this, I'd be like, oh yeah, this guy's probably gonna get me. But we're 100 waves over. Who knows? Who knows? But you know for sure that this guy's gonna whip me. So, let's go and try it with the Pulsar. And let's see what we can do. See what we can do. Boom. Got a Marshmellow bracket today. Oh, I'm not like what we have seen, but I'm very happy with this bracket. Like, we've done those other ones where to get keys it's like 200 waves. So it looks like it's about 500-600 waves for keys. But if I could snipe that other dude's spot, if I could snipe his spot, then that shouldn't get us chipped to 13th, assuming he's not going to wake up tomorrow and then jump another big chunk. We might be clutching straws, fam, but it's all worth a shot. I gotta stay up anyway, so I gotta pick my daughter up. She's at a party. So funny, eh? Like, all the parties that I've taken my daughter to, So funny, bro. They're so civilized, this generation. You're on a third run. I'm not even done with my first. Hey, we're gonna mute you if you keep showing off. Let's have a look at him. Where is he? Oh, he's going for 5,000. Him and who's this guy? Strictly Billion. Big D. Australia! Oh, Big D in Australia. Robin says, this is why I never test. My runs take too much of my farming time. Robin, you're going to get to the stage where you're going to have to just be doing your 20s and your farm gear like Christian. Oh, let's see how much levels we're cracking off. I'll show you Greeny's strat. He can basically go infinite. I'm going to die before 2.6. What's your attack chip at? I got told that I should take it to 12, 5, and 30 seconds. I don't know if there's enough bits for that. But that's what I got mine at the moment. I'm going to keep pulling down the cooldown. But basically, by the time I get it anywhere worth something, and I don't have the CC for it anyway, or the ultimate weapon plus for it, they're just going to nerf it anyway. So it's just going to be, it's actually probably just a pointless exercise for me. I'm probably better off just like specking out and then going for just dumping it all in fetch or something that's actually going to be useful for my account. Christian was asking me what I was doing because I broke the game the other day. Me and Christian are from the same country. Yeah, whereabouts is it? He's in like somewhere in Scandinavia or something? Whereabouts he goes from? Scout? I don't even think I've unlocked Scout. What are the cooldown range bonus? 2x range bonus. It's pretty strong. 5-second duration. Norway. I haven't been to Europe. I've been to America. Bro, not gonna lie, bro. Go places like that. All I see is just heaps of people. Like, everywhere we went, I just saw people. I was like, what the hell is going on? Why are there so many people? Australia was like that for me too. Like, we drove all the way from Sydney to Brisbane. My old man was looking at finding a city or somewhere to move and start his own firm. And we were just checking out all the spots. And bro, so many people, bro. It's like people on top of people. Like, I mean, like, probably like people see it as like, yeah, it means there's more opportunities, and like, yeah, 100%. But holy moly. Oh, we went to some real nice places over in the States. Like, I think when we started out in, like, we did a big, I wouldn't call it a tour, I'd say it's much the same thing. My old man looking to move to the States, migrate over there, go set up shop, and he was just shopping for what state he wants to basically live in. So we must have went to maybe 6 or 7 different states. Oh, we're struggling a bit here. What's going on? Can't even get the boss. Only 5 levels. Bro, already lost wings. What the... $500. We lost wings too early in intro. What have I done wrong? Is it purely because I didn't... Alright, we'll see the run out. Is NZ to Australia like Hawaii to the US? Oh, not quite. Nah, we got a different, Nah, our climate... Nah, our climate's way off from that. We're like bush, mountains. Obviously there's sunny and like beautiful beaches and all that sorts of things, but not to the same. They would probably have more touristy, like Hawaii to us. Like, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but Hawaii to us is like yeah, it's an island in that, but it's not the islands that we resonate with. Like it's like, you know, too close to being American, like too close to that sort of system. Like the islands that we're more close to are more of your other ones like Fiji, Tonga, Samoa. Like that's kind of how we treat the islands in that. But nah, they're a version of Hawaii to the US would be Bali and all those sorts of countries. Like you can just boat across the ocean straight to them. Like that's how close they are. So most of Aussie people go there. Not many like Aussie people come here for holidays, but heaps will for snowboarding. Like they'll come over and do all the snowboarding and stuff. But or the nature sort of stuff. Like we got massive hiking tracks. You know, like hiking tracks that go through all the mountains and that'll take you like over a week to do, and you got to try not to die while you're doing it. Like there's bunch of places in New Zealand where like people don't go. Like it's just too isolated. There's bush and stuff like that where you'll just get lost, start hallucinating, think that you're hearing fairies, and you know, just heaps of bush, shitloads of bush. Big farms, like big ranches that, you know, they might be down some random stone road and it might take them like 15 hours or 20 hours to get to the closest supermarket, that sort of thing. But the two islands, the North Island and the South Island, we're quite different. We got different accents, different makeup, and I think heaps of it comes from early immigration when New Zealand was set up. Like the types of countries that immigrated to the certain parts of New Zealand, and then you inherit by nature different types of culture. You know, it gets passed on and it just turns into a melting pot, if that kind of makes sense. Did you go to real life Grove Street? Bro, I tell you what, bro. Here's a story. So, I found a radio station while we're over there. I'm only a young pup. I was about 15, something like that. 14 maybe, can't remember. But I found a radio station over there. Like, we're talking about the time when MP3 players are just kind of a thing. And I found a radio station over there that played, you know, like hip-hop, that sort of stuff. So I always used to tune into it. And what my old man would always do is he would do like a house swap. So basically you register your house with this company. You pay them like a small fee, but rather when you go to a different country, rather than get yourself accommodation, hire a car, all this sort of stuff, you basically house swap with somebody else, and you use their house as accommodation, you use their cars. You know, if you're doing it for a length of time, like let's say you house swap for 2 weeks, you know, you mow the lawns, you know, you do like that sort of stuff. You upkeep it as if it's your own, and they do the same. And it's not like a super open thing like Airbnb where you can sign up and just like go rent all these places, and that is quite like a bit of a process because there's a lot of trust involved with it, that people won't come and steal all your shit and whatever, ruin your house. And so when we did a house swap with these people in that, their flights didn't leave for like another 2 days. So they took us around to a few of the local places. Bro, I went to a birthday party. Like, it was pretty cool. And we went to go check out one of the cities, and we went to go check out Denver. And we're going along the highway and whatever. And so like this sort of stuff's like a bit foreign to me. But we're like going on the highway. We kick off the highway because we see a sign that says McDonald's or whatever, and it's like, yeah, just go get some Maccas. And we kick off the highway, we go hit up the McDonald's, and bro, I don't want to sound weird, so nobody get your knickers in a twist, but bro, we're going to McDonald's, bro, everybody's black. Bro, I was like, my old man has he's got the survival instincts of a bar of soap. Like, so I'm looking like instantly, like we walk into this Macca's, it's like all the staff are black, all the people are in there black, and I'm like, fuck, we must be like either very close or in a hood, you know, like my alarm bells are ringing. I'm like, I don't know about where we are right now. Like this looks a bit off. And then so we end up leaving there. And we're in this, I don't know, there's a few shops and stuff around. So we go and take a look at these shops. Now, I start looking around at kind of, like, I start noticing things. I start noticing, like, a few of the guys kicking it on the corner. Like, it was just a bit off. And then I was like, I don't know about this, eh? So I see a bookstore, like, 2 shops down. And the old man's at Starbucks sitting out the front having a coffee. I say, I'm going to go over to that shop. But I basically just wanted to go into the shop to put something in my hand, but I'm looking out the window. Like, it's like just trying to soak in what the hell I'm looking at, because it's just off for some reason. Like, it's just ghetto, bro. And it's like, what the hell's going on? So I see this park, and it's like a bunch of shops, a couple businesses. Can see a little bit of residential, and there's this park across the road from the bookstore. So I go out and I go across this park, and I just sit down, and I'm just looking around, and then I just start noticing things. I start noticing like the seats are tagged up, the park's sprayed up. There's no kids playing at the park. That's probably like the biggest alarm bell. Why are there no kids? There's not even a mum here. But there's a whole bunch of adults. Then I start looking around, and then I'm looking, and like the adults look like junkies, and it's like, oh shit, I think we're actually in something right now. So I go boot off. I like look at my sister, and I'm like, fuck, I don't think we're supposed to be here. Eh? This isn't right. We should we should move. And I turn and look. And then, like, right when I'm saying that, there's this dude's come right up to us, and he's standing there. He's got a puffer jacket on. It wasn't the warmest weather. Like, there's still a bit of snow and shit. and he's got his puffer checker on. He's got his hand in his puffer, and he's just standing there staring at us. And, chains on, all that sort of shit. The cliche movie kind of carry on. And I looked at this dude, and I was like, oh yeah, it's time to bounce. Like, we're not supposed to be here. So we leave this park, whatever. So I start telling this kid when we go back to their house, because we're still gonna spend the night with them. I start telling this kid, bro, we went to that park, this and that, and he goes, well, what's the park called? And I can't remember what it was called, but it's like, oh, it's something, and he goes, oh shit, you guys shouldn't have been there. That's all like the gang areas and all that. And I was like, yeah, well. So start telling him the story, oh, it's off, there's junkies, bunch of dudes counting up cash, some rando comes up to us, doesn't say anything, but he just makes his presence obvious that we shouldn't really be there. And then we end up listening to the music, put the radio station on, not listening to the music, and then he goes, hold on, listen to this. And that park that we were just at that night, a whole bunch of cunts got killed. So some rivals that come through smoked up a bunch of the guys that were there, and I was like, yeah, I knew it. Hey, it was just like, I knew it, bro. I know what it's like when you're somewhere that you're not supposed to be. Because, we got hoods in our country too, and you can just tell when you're not in the right area. All of a sudden it's like, the cars aren't looking as flash. All of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of cars sitting on bricks with no wheels. The typical, they don't have nice fences, they got those budget-ass chain-looking fences. You guys know the ones. They look like they're supposed to be, around the playground or something, those metal chain fences. Looking around, all the houses have got those fences. Cars are on bricks, look all broken down. It's like, bro, we are not supposed to be here, fam. We stand out like dog balls. And if you look at someone like myself, if we were to be anything in a country like the States, if somebody looked at us, they would associate us with probably some sort of some sort of Mexican, Dominican, Puerto Rican. That's what the closest thing we would look like. People wouldn't know where the hell New Zealand's from, or they would have never even seen anyone like us. That was the closest to the Grove Street experience. Outside of that, all the areas, the area we were staying was hella nice. Bro, here's a buzzy one. So I'm talking to these fellas that own this house, and I say, what's that cage out there? Because it's all snowy and shit. Or the snow, the time we're at, the snow's starting to melt away. And I say to them, what's that cage out there? Why you got that cage there? They say, oh, that's the dog's kennel. I go, that's a huge dog kennel. Bro, it's 6.5 foot cage around this dog kennel. I was like, where's the dog? I haven't seen a dog. They say, oh, nah, the dog's not here anymore. Oh, what happened to it? Too old, die. They said, nah, the mountain lion ate it. I said, what the fuck is that? They said, yeah, so when we get the cages, it's so that nothing comes and eats it. What? Yeah. So they're basically like a cat, but the size of a dog, and it just jumped the fence, killed the dog, dragged it over, and took off with it. What the hell? Are we safe to walk outside? Yeah, it's safe as. Are you sure? Are you sure, fam? Well, you got little mountain lions eating your dogs and shit. I don't know if I want to be walking around out there. We don't have that. We've only got pit bulls in our country. That's the thing that'll jump the fence and eat you. Let's catch up on chat. Robin says, I lost all energy, 3 energy shields at the same time. Oh, you got that explosion thing that it does. Where's he at? Almost 2,300 waves. That's why he's the GOAT. I live in Ohio. I love the winters. They're average to bad, but way better than some places. What's the worst winters in America? Hawaii doesn't have enough sheep. Yep, doesn't have enough sheep for us Kiwis. It sounds nice there. In Tasmania, considered part of the group. Tasmania is a part of Aussie, but the climate is probably very similar to New Zealand. I don't know what their industry's like down there. I think they do a lot of slaughtering down there. So, like, companies in the mainland. There's another island that's in between Tasmania and Australia. Another little one, and it's basically just an island with factories to slaughter animals. Like, they got a large population of animals to slaughter. Like, I think their sheep population now is maybe over 100 mil. It's almost, I think it's almost doubled. So they're on a big push for that, and I think their beef's doing really good. But I think a lot of that is affected by all the shit that's going on with those beef tariffs and all that other crap that was coming out of the US. You know, they start doing stuff like that, and then, you know, people counter tariff back, and then, you know, people look for other places to buy their sources of from the agri sector. Daily says New Zealand's just better. Yeah, right. New Zealand's just better. Didn't you have Workshop Orbitjuster already? Nah, I've got nothing. I've literally got nothing. Nothing. Just slowly making my way up. What are we? 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, and then the next 20 for the restart. Yes, you save, but take this gun. Yeah, bro. I think that's, yeah. It's like, get the hell out of my park, you foreigners, eh? That's basically what it was like. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get any higher than that, guys. I don't think I'm going to catch... Oh, look, he did another run. He's jumped up again. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any more. There's enough of a little gap between me and this joker. This guy's basically leapfrogged him. A big day for the Tower of Flipster, and therefore the world. Demon mode on death. Demon mode on death. Oh, is that from the vault? Interested sprint mastery is by far my favourite mastery. I'd ever recommend before rare package chance, only if you could afford to upgrade it. Bro, it's so good. It's such a quality of life. Especially just like punching out general milestone runs, all that other carry on. It's so good, man. It's so good. Honestly, when I got it, I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, people have had access to this for the last 12 months? What the hell is going on? It's such a good feeling when you get those those key unlocks. I'm waiting to get Instrument Mastery, and Tark will get auto restart. I'm getting auto restart soon. As soon as this tourney ends. I just need another slot. Clouded. The worst weather in the US is places like Buffalo, New York, northern Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana. Bro, I actually I've seen like a few videos of those isolated states. Wow, you know, like those small where, you know, way out in the boondocks and that sort of thing. And yeah, it looks like it does get pretty wild up there. I'm not gonna lie though. There's something about it that looks peaceful in those sorts of areas. Like all those like I don't know, say Alopecia Mountains, and you know where all those hillbilly looking guys are? Bro, that looks peaceful too. Honestly. Like, yeah, there's nowhere to work and all that other carry on, everyone's poor and all that other shit. But bro, it looks peaceful, bro. Like you could just sail away and not even realize what's going on in the world. There's plenty of places in New Zealand that are like that, but I'm sure there's plenty of places in most countries. But like heaps of those countries, I imagine countries like with a smaller landmass but high population and more freedom of movement, like places in Europe and that, I imagine that all these nice like hidden little gems, they get discovered really fast. I can just like, that's like kind of what I picture out of it. Like they just get like some rich tycoon discovers these like beautiful little towns and then just like ruins them. Wow, that's the first time we've been able to buy those upgrades and survive. We've still got our wings. Can't believe it. How many death defies already? 3. The overcharge, you little prick. Yeah, here we go, PB. I'll tell you this one place I went to in the States. It's that place where you know that movie Dumb and Dumber? Ha, tricked you, demon mode. You know that movie Dumb and Dumber, and then they buy the Ferrari or whatever and they're in that place with all the snow? I can't remember what it's called. We went there. It was so honestly, it was so beautiful. Like the closest thing to that in my country is a place called Queenstown. It's like basically our equivalent of that. Nowhere near the amount of money, but also at the same time a shitload of money poured into that. Like most of the people that own the houses there are all foreigners, and they'll just come here for the snowboarding and skiing season down in the mountains. But it was it blew my mind though. What blew my mind more was driving there. Bro, I can't believe those roads. Like, nothing was unimpressive about the roads. It's like quite the opposite. The highways were probably some of the most impressive engineering I've ever seen. Like, the angle of the roads. To have roads that steep. And, damn. To have roads that steep. But be a highway. And be able to have like that many cars on that angle. I was full blown buzzing out. Like, you got to go up all the altitude, all that sort of shit. Let's just catch up on chat. Why can't I scroll? Something's going wrong. Hold on. Okay, I can scroll now. Jeez, something's going wrong there. For me holding off so long. This is one of my favorite things, is when I see everyone talking with each other. Just call selecting perks, getting your game going, 5 minutes, what, 20 minutes done. I asked how the streamer can be so far. I played the game for 1 week and didn't make any progress. Got coins. So when I first started the game, it'll be super hard to do it without respecking my workshop. But I did tier 1. I think I spent like 2 days pushing the buttons. So like it'll be start, die at wave 10, you know, die at wave 10, retry again and 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 forever and forever for 2 days straight. Honestly, that's how I started. And then those ones just slowly got longer. It's a what do we call it? It's a build the currency, spend the currency in your workshop, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And then for perspective, my account started in 10th of August 2024. So you do pass that window. So I can understand the frustration, but we've also got other people in the chat that have been playing for like 4 years, 5 years. So it's just it's basically like all incremental games. That's exactly the process that they have. Build the currency up, spend the currency, rinse and repeat again and again and again until you headbutt the wall. Nah, don't headbutt the wall. But you know what I'm saying. It's just consistency. Keep the game going. Start again. Die. Spend the currency again and again. Now, there's something unique about incremental games. Like, why do we do that? Why do we want to? Don't know, man. There's just something about the game. And it draws in its own unique audience that like that process. And then eventually you get it to the point where you can turn it on and it farms for itself for hours on end. Hours and hours and hours on end. And then when you get much later in the game, you can get unlocks like this, what I'm working towards, which will automatically restart the game after your battle has been defeated. So when you die, it'll restart and do it again. But that's much later down the track. There's a lot of steps before you get anywhere near that point that you have to do. So you just spend it on your workshop, get your ultimate weapons, unlock them. You know, just build, rinse and repeat. Build, rinse and repeat. Sorry, just catching up with everybody. There you go. Yeah, so here's Robin here. Robin's in my bracket. So any of the gameplay you've just seen, Robin's up here. And I'm down here. So that's also to put it in thing of how advanced Robin's account is relative to mine. What is our time? I think it's about time for overnight run. Oh, we might be able to do a module pull. Moddy pull, eh? See if we get anything. Yay! No. What's overnight run? Tier 14. Oh, Guardian. Gotta get the Guardian. Summon chip to do our range. I don't think I'm gonna get any better. Whatever that first run was, we've got a little bit of thing with that, eh? Like always, our first runs always does really good. Wow, really good for me. Oh, you know what I did forget to do? Forgot to do my locks. Not that. Lock you. Lock you and lock you. Incremental game, we call it. Yep, incremental games, incrementally. Emphasis on the mentally, because we're all mental. I forgot to change my cards. But the first week of the game, honestly, yeah, man, it can feel a bit slow. But all you have to do is search up on YouTube and see the other towers that are playing and stuff. And then if you look at that and you say, damn, that looks cool, and this is something I want to invest my time in, definitely give it a nudge. If the concept of an incremental game, or you're used to faster paced games, it's a little bit of an adjustment. Like, let's say, for example, if you are a Call of Duty player, that you played Call of Duty for the last 10 years, and you're used to spamming lobbies and doing games in 5-minute windows and that, it's a slightly different progression table to that. It's a slow burn. Probably the length of progression, if we put it in a timeline, it'll be similar to an ARPG that has no seasonal resets or server resets or server wipes or anything like that, or an MMO that isn't based on seasonal. Might have seasonal events but no seasonal hard resets. So very long term game. It gets to the point that, so once I set this up, and I'm pretty much doing it just, because I'm sitting here talking with you fellas, otherwise I'll just leave it. This thing will run for about 8 hours. This will be my overnight run. It'll be absolutely fine. I won't have to touch it at all for 8 hours. I leave it, it does its thing, and then when I wake up in the morning, I start another run. Rinse and repeat. And it's like that, so that we can earn the currencies, and then we earn the currencies and we buy upgrades, and then we go further and further. We farm to get currency so we can farm harder. That is the nature of the tower community. We farm so we can farm harder. I ended up with 735 waves for 8th. 8th's good. How many keys is 8? 8 keys, let's go. That is auto restart for you. If you hold that 8, that is a guaranteed auto restart. So, I'll congratulate you in advance. AGR Winter, what's good? As soon as the Berserkery card Mastery and another Amp Strike, I'll get at least 200 waves in tourney, 100%. Berserker Mastery can be super clutch. Super clutch. Watching a guy on the internet play an incremental game is the pinnacle of wasting time. Bro. Honestly, I had a funny ass one, bro. I think I was like spraying weeds, or I was doing something, and I had someone stream on. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Tags or something like that. And I had the stream playing on my phone, but I had the screen turned off, and I had my phone pocketed. And I was just like going around listening to it. And yeah, bro, I was like, I think I had like a moment. You're hot, you find a space in the shade, have a vape, all that other stuff, have a drink. And then I'm just like, I was laughing in my head and I was thinking, I'm such a geek. I'm such a geek. I'm such a geek. Oh, that's so funny. Robin says, don't remind us, it'll ruin the vibe. People are here just for the yarns, though. We're just here for the yarns. For the most part, we turn the tourney on and we don't really do anything. It's not like it's active play in the tourney. You're basically looking at the upgrades that you got in the last couple of days or over the week or over time. And then you're just like seeing how it performs. Like, what's there for us to do? Especially once you get all the autos. Auto Demon, Auto Nuke, all that other carry on. There's like nothing for you to do. But the yarns. The yarns is where it's at. That was the end of my run. Not going to bother doing another one because I'm first place anyways. Yeah, and I don't think that other Joker in there's going to catch you, bro. I don't think the other Joker's going to catch you. Easter Beast says the best waste of time I've had in years. I love that I can keep the game going, spend some time with the family, and not get distracted at work. 100%. 100%. I think where I'm at in my life, this game suits me perfectly. Like, I can still go live my life. I can go and touch grass. Touching grass is super important at our age. Because I know I'm getting old, but I know you guys are a whole bunch of old cunts too. And you gotta touch grass, fam. You gotta get out there and touch grass. My wife's dad complimented me that I wasn't on my phone like everybody else recently. Doesn't know I hooked up to a battery pack with the phone going 24/7. I downloaded the Progress Tower videos for flight so I can geek out a bit even when I'm on there. Let's go, lad. There's a million things to do in this game, and to get to a point where you can control the tower in a handful of clicks. Yeah, bro. Like the amount of progression. That's why I always get a little confused when like an update comes out. And then heaps of people are like, this update's just for in-game players in Wales. And it's like somebody in gold bracket or something, and it's like, bruh, you still gotta clock the stuff. You still gotta clock the stuff from ages ago. Like, never mind about what the new stuff can't. Like, I understand. I completely understand that perspective. I do. But, breather. You gotta kick back and clock the other stuff. It'd be like the equivalent of, like, oh, those kids get to finish school and they never have to go to school again. And it's like, yeah, because they did all the levels going up beforehand. They've earned that right to get all of that. Well, I don't even know what the equivalent is. Like, I understand people feel like they're missing out, but there's still plenty of things in between. You know, say patch 28 comes out, and you know, you'll see a whole bunch of people that aren't even at patch 26. They haven't even made it to that point, and they'll be complaining about it. I mean, it'll be good if they throw them a little bone. But you know, like, it's like someone like myself. I'll see all the stuff for V28 come out, and like, I won't even be able to touch it because I'm still clocking off stuff from V26. But I like it. It's like, oh yeah, I get to look at how everybody's theory crafting, see what's working for them, what's not, see how their experiences, see how I can tailor it to what I want to do. I think it's all perspective, eh? It's all perspective. MetaBeast says, I can only touch snow right now. It's the opposite here. It is hot as. It was hot as today. We've had some real big storms. This is one of the hottest days. I had another one of those funny moments, say, like, I probably started my yard work like a half an hour too late. So I was low-key, like, just when like the heat was peaking, I was wrapping it up. So I wasn't through the peak, but I was probably a little bit later than what I should have. But I absolutely cracked up when I went inside, and then I heard the dumb dad that woke up late and started his yard work in the peak of it. I was like, oh, this dumb dad, gotta get up, boy. You wake up early. Dad rule 101: wake the fuck up early in the morning. Ain't no time to sleep in when you're a papa. Mr. Flip says he does not know the phone can be phoning when the tower's playing. The tower device. Bro, one of the best, like, little things that I did is I got one of those, whatchamacallit? I got a cloud phone. Bro, I'm so happy. Even though I'm super pissed that I have to pay a subscription service to have an idle game idle. It's so good, man. One click, boom, pull up the app. It's so good, and it performs better than any emulator that I've got or use. Like, if the picture quality wasn't so shit, I'd be doing my streams on the cloud phone because it just performs better than any of these. Well, the one that I got, it might be different for each user. Easter Beast says, I get mad when I get calls, but the demon mode saved my games and second win. Oh yeah, because that'll interrupt the game, eh? Give it a bit of a lag spike. Third grader university just came out with a new patch. It's not fair, I can't use it. Bro, that is 100% what I'm saying, bro. It's like someone in preschool, eh? Someone in preschool who their mum still cuts the crusts off the end of the sandwiches. Still puts those little dinosaur cookies in their lunchbox. Kids that still have yogurt and they eat it with their finger. Moaning about what a graduate at university's doing. It's like, come on, lad. Oh, do you hear that I've got sushi at university? Why can't we get that, brother? Because your mum still cuts the crusts off your sandwiches, man. You gotta get past that hump first. And look, I know a lot of you dads in this chat. I know you got wives that hold yous down. And you probably still get your crust cut off for you. But you know, I think what we do is we go back in reverse. So we start off our journey with our mums looking after us. We grow up, we fend for ourselves, and then it's like we devo ourselves. when we get a wife, we devo ourselves, and we go back to being that little kid again. Now I know I'm not the only one. I know plenty of you jokers in this chat. You be exactly the same. Plenty of you will be devoed. These will be absolute beasts at work and at your duties in life. But I reckon all those little small things, you've devoed yourself as well. Mr. Flip says, you know how many guilds were there in my time? 0. We had no guilds. But I'm actually so happy that I started in a time that I've been in a guild ever since day one. Because think about this, if you respec 9,000 bits that someone will never catch you on unless they created some different catch-up mechanic. That's pretty wild. There's somebody been 9,000 bits behind. Funny though, haha, should have started earlier. Mr. PC devoted ourselves. Yeah, bro. I know you fellas I know yous. That's how you know you got a good wife, though. She'll love you even though somehow you've devoted yourself. All of a sudden you forgot where, like when you were flatting, or you know you're sharing a house, breaking bread with the brothers, and you know where that washing goes. You know where that dirty coffee mug goes. But then you get married and you settle down and all of a sudden you get a little comfy. All of a sudden you've devoted yourself and you forget that coffee mug goes straight back up on that bench. All of a sudden you forget that toilet seat stays down. But gentlemen, honestly, what a great stream. Crack up yarns. crack up yarns, bro. You guys have been cracking me up tonight. Talked about all sorts of shit. We talked about me almost getting going to the hood in some shitbox neighborhood in Denver. What else we talk about? Talked about devoing yourselves. I will do a progress video tomorrow, like usual. Shouldn't be anything that should stop me from doing that. I think my young fella wants to go shoot some hoops, go gym, that sort of thing. Get ready for another week of work. What's on the cards? What's on the cards? I do have a little bit of a sneak preview. Check out the sink on the black hole. Boom. What's that? See if we can pause it, eh? Got a new sync time. And we'll just keep progressing through it. Well, just before we head off, we'll see where we're sitting. So I might go 13th. So 13th is this bracket here. 2 keys. 2 keys. So if we get the 2 keys, I'm pretty confident we'll get the keys. Yeah, there's enough of a gap here. If we get the 2 keys, that would leave us, 38 keys to go for the auto restart. 38 keys to go for the auto restart. You should have shown your lifetime coins in the hood to show your dominance. show my summon chip, eh? Show my summon chip. Honestly, bro. My old man, bro. Survival instincts of it. Bro, you could just tell he'd never been in situations like that in his life, bro. Like, you know, never been stood over, never been robbed, never, like, not that level of life experience, which isn't a bad thing. Like, I'm not trying to say it like you're supposed to go through those things, but you do go through those things, and then you, you know, you're alert. You're alert to everything all the time. And like, yeah, just no, just like I always say, if the world was full of people that were like my old man, society would be perfect. Like, you know, never breaks the speed limit. Car's registration's always up to date. Taxes are always filed before the 28 day late fee. When we used to rent the videos from Blockbuster and all that stuff, the videos are always back on time and they're always rewound. Never let them not be rewound. Like, everything just, you know, if that's the rule, that's the rule. But somewhere in there's a disconnect where some people don't think that other people don't give a fuck about the rules. And due to their circumstances, they're more than willing to break them and break anybody that's in their way. The worst kind of deviating yourself is when your spouse passes. You start questioning what you're supposed to do. They're really more important than you realise. 100%. 100%. Yeah, while my whole life took a different turn. When I got with my wife. Oh, and same thing when we had our daughter. I was on I think my wife only just got pregnant with our daughter, and I was going to court because I was off to jail, and yeah, it just changed my life. Having a kid, having a partner, and because my wife was pregnant, the judge questioned her didn't ask her to prove that she was pregnant, but made her stand up and all that sort of stuff, and then just said, hopefully this is the one thing that you need to change your life, otherwise, you know, I would have sent you to jail today. And yeah, it did. It honestly did. Robin says he's confident for 25 keys. Yeah, bro, you're looking good up there. How's the damn. Do you get altitude sickness all the way up there in first place? Looking down on all us minions down below? Disco said, decidedly not a marshmallow bracket. Not a marshmallow bracket. Easter B said, I was single there for a while in a 2-year relationship. Wasn't a good time. Definitely need a woman and kids to keep me in a better headspace. Yeah, bro, for sure. Give you something to do, eh? And on the bonus side, you get them and they can wash the dishes for you. Do those dishes, you kids. Time to eat. Have fun, guys. Take care, Robin. Yeah, take care all the way up there. What about Christian? Just woke up. Christian, your mate Robin's in our bracket, or should I say your neighbor? Robin says somebody might step in and snipe him. I don't think in this bracket. I think you got your smooth sailing. Smooth sailing, fam. Actually, that's very close to 769. That's close to our other PB. 785. Oh, 799. 799 is our highest. But very close. That's terrible at doing dishes, bro. My wife always says that, bro. Always. And the washing. Guys, fucking kids. And I always crack up too, like, oh, boy, that's what you get. You gotta do it properly, eh? You gotta do it properly, fam. Hello, you gonna fuck up everybody's t-shirts and shit? Well, you gotta do that shit properly. Come on, man. Hang it all crooked, eh? Or like the hoodie's hung up wrong and it stretches the bottom. Like if you got a zip-up hoodie, stretches the bottom of the hoodie. Boy, who ruined my hoodie? But I remember if we didn't have the dishes, the washing, the house, everything immaculate, bro, we used to get the mean hiding. Like no remorse. You get your head put in that washing machine. If you didn't do the dishes properly, bro, you get the first utensil that was in the drawer, and it'll get wrapped around your head. You better do that shit properly. But gentlemen, honestly, yous have been absolutely awesome. Stellar yarns tonight. Talked about all sorts of shit. Talk shit about different countries. What else? Talk shit about Christian while he was asleep. What else did we do? R.I.P. JP. Oh, R.I.P. J Plays. Rest in peace, my brother. Where the hell is he? Abandoned us. I think Burn was asking for a slot. Oh, matey potato down here in 9 days. But in saying that, not sure if he's got auto restart or not. So he might be on break and then he might be, you know, just letting it auto run. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna do a few days like that once I get auto restart. Like, what about Christian, bro? So Christian sends me the screenshot of one of his runs after last week's weekend's tourney. And I was going through his numbers in that, and I was very curious about the damage output and what's applying damage and those higher tiers out of his ultimate weapons. in case like at some stage in the future I want a second damage dealer. Now the problem that I have is, like, let's say Chain Lightning for example, obviously it's a good damage dealer, and then you've got like Dim Core and all that other stuff, but it's also applying damage to a whole bunch of shit that doesn't matter. And then same with Poison Swamp. Like Poison Swamp will also be applying a whole bunch of damage to shit that doesn't matter. So I was looking through at his damage stats about what's applying what, and I think I might ask him a few questions. And then one thing absolutely cracked me up. I was like, looking at his stats, and I was like, I looked at the run, and the run was like a 5 or 6 hour run. And I looked at the run, and I was like, boy, bro, are you that spoiled, bro? You don't even collect gems. You know how you can see how many gems you've collected? Where is it? Gems tapped? 1. And I'm like, boy, you don't even collect gems anymore, bro. Like, and he just started cracking up laughing. I was like, how spoiled are you that you're not even collecting your bloody gems, man? Fucking hell. Collect those gems. Taylor says, thanks as always, quality entertainment. Thanks for showing up, bro. You always show up. Absolutely appreciate it. Mr. Flip said, I'll go all in on Deathwave, the unsung hero. Screw GT Plus. Be Kill Wall for the win. Chain Lightning's always good to do about 20 times more damage than anything else, but it's random, so it can cause issue. Poison Swamp Plus and Landmine Plus. Always going to focus damage on mobs you want to hit. Thank you for the stream. See you next stream. Thanks, Junior Wong. Thanks, Jens. Yeah, absolutely appreciate you guys. Crack up yarns. You guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. So if you like what you see, you know the drill, fam. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, hit the notification button so you can see when the next video is coming out. And as always, keep it cloudy, fam.